All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone? Dude, I feel so like I'm so far away from this. It's weird. You know how like you have to sit just right when you do things? My chair seems to be rolling me, pushing me further away. So, all right. Welcome. My name is Darkpool Algo, and thanks for joining me on this morning live streaming session. We're going to go through and find stocks that have a high probability of making a move today. We're going to be using the Smart Money Dark Pool and Block Trade. Algorithm software system provided by those traders at FlowTrade. You can tell I'm thinking about something else right now, mainly BA. Let's start that over. We're going to be using the Smart Money Dark Pool and Block Trade algorithm software provided by those traders over at FlowTrade. We're going to looking for bullish divergences. Basically, the algo is like a crystal ball and lets you see into the future. It's a predictive indicator that measures in flow index, right? So it sees what large institutional smart money hedge funds, the big boys, are doing and reports it back to us in an easy to read format rather than a bunch of numbers streaming through or following the options flow like a lot of other things. This is real time, updated in a very easy to read format. Allows you to, I'm going to go ahead and move all these over back to the 15. What you see in front of you is the FlowTrade system. We've got a 2x2 chart layout. We're able to see divergences. We're able to pick our own tickers. Yeah, there's just a lot of tools added to this. So we're gonna jump right into it. Hey, yo, what's up, Brendan? What's up, High Life? I'm gonna give a shout out to High Life. This dude is legit with his analysis. I asked him to help me out with the challenge. He's been posting bangers. So hats off. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. And let's see. I put some out on Twitter to see if anybody wanted to give us some requests, and let's see what we got. Looks like Fastly. Yeah, let's see. So hey Michael, Fastly, there was, let's just jump right into it. Fastly caused the internet to break this morning. I'm just joking. So Fastly was down, and there's a lot of outages with some of the major websites. CNN. Where did I see it? It was CNN. Let me get back here. So Reddit, CNN, Twitch, Amazon, Etsy, HBO Max, Target, Imgur, Fubo was down. Spotify, Quora, Hulu, Twitch mainly. That's a big one. Reddit, PayPal was down. So those are all hosted on Fastly, right? So I believe Fastly may sell off at the bell, right? So we'll just keep an eye on that. I'm gonna look at BA for the overnight pop. Baba, go ba. We'll maybe check it out. Let's see what we got here. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Yeah, we called out some bangers this weekend on the video. Sorry I wasn't able to get it typed up. It's just it takes quite a bit of time, and it's the summer, so my kids want to do stuff, and I love y'all, but I love my kids more. So just getting into it. So futures slipped a little bit because of that. Reddit, I mean, all of those services down are obviously going to, cause a little bit of stress. So we'll keep an eye on that. So oil slid, crypto slid, and the 10-year slid, right? We may open to the downside, and hopefully with a small drop and pop. Johnson Red Book weekly sells. That should be interesting. That's coming up here soon. And API weekly inventory. That should be another good one. All right. I'm going to, what am I going to do here? I'm going to look and see what Airbnb, SE, Lulu. All right, let's just get these up here. Alright, so we wanted to look at FSLY. Well, let's look at BA, BABA for sure. FSLY, another one. Marvell had good earnings, they beat on that. Coop had good earnings, they beat on that. There's a couple that we can look at if we get into it. PLTR, okay. Ooh, CDC renewed contract. CDC renewed partnership contract with Palantir for 7.4 million for disease monitoring. That should give us a little pop. Should give us a little pop. All right, I'm gonna look at, so this is Fastly, trading with price action, Johnson & Johnson. So I did a video last night. I feel like I'm super early on those, so just be careful if you watched it. ANTM, I'll give that guy a shot. All right. ANTM, all right, let's just jump right into it. I have something, I actually have to go someplace at the open I'm seriously irritated about. But it is what it is. All right, so from left to right, top to bottom, BA, BABA, FSLY, ANTM. All right, BA had news of Southwest ordering more Boeings, 737 Maxes, I think. So that caused a little bit of bullish divergence. It'll really be felt at the open. I think we're up currently, what are we up? So gapped up to 256. Hit 257 twice and couldn't break through it. So obviously we know now that 257 is kind of like the line in the sand, right? And then it just starts getting chunky. So 257, 50-cent increments pretty much all the way up to 258.50. Look for a little pullback at the bell, some profit taking for a potential next leg up. This is a like a step pattern you see here that is indicative. Typically you find that in penny stocks where they'll step up and then go parabolic, but OBA I don't think is going to ever go parabolic. Let's see if we got any squeezes or anything else that's going to come in and give us some support. Boeing, Boeing. Yeah, we came up, we hit that supply zone, right? Sold off, came back down. Is Lazy really a stock? Are you kidding me? Hold on, I just saw something come across the wire. Lazy. Can you believe this crap? It's actually not a bad setup. Did it have options? No options. Yeah, we'll come back to this one when it has options. You gotta trade the ticker symbol Lazy. I don't know why my toss is so slow. Wow, that's a pretty decent run. Huh. Alright, let me just maybe help speed up toss a little bit there. Maybe speed up the toss a little bit. Alright. Back to BA. Alright, so BA, like most things, right, is manipulated by supply and demand, right? We came down to a demand zone, we demanded more shares to go back up and sell to people. That's the easiest way to remember it, right? So we came up, we sold off all our shares with this little, remember that piercing sword trend reversal doji candle that I always talk about? This is a great example of it right here, right? Nice uptrend, great uptrend, right? We're just cruising along, right? Chunky moves. We hit that, it looks like a sword. Just think of Game of Thrones, right? Old Jaime Lannister came in and, or is it the Hound? Or is it Arya, right? Came in and put an end to that trend. And then we came back. Obviously, we found support at the 8 EMA, and we're taking the next move upwards based on the news. We're at 256 currently. So we're right up in here at this previous resistance, so previous highs, right? Which is also the 141 extension from one of these retracements. I'm going to jump it down to a little bit smaller time frame. So we're just still going to run into the same issue we had with that supply zone. We've got to get rid of all those shares before we can get through it. I like this little pattern here, right? We popped, came back down for support at the 8. We popped up again. Our 10x bars have got momentum and volume behind it. Currently at the 4-hour top. Is it the top or the bottom? We'll find out in a minute. We've got the 4-hour top, but right above us at 257.13, we've got the 618, which is obviously going to be an issue. Hopefully, with the 10x bars hitting it, right, lots of volume coming in, we're able to kind of jump right through it, you know, push right through it. We do have a 2-day, 3-day, 4-day squeeze that can help us out. Looks like we've been in this 4-hour squeeze for a while, right? Yeah, this is a 4-hour. Like I said, it's 257, right? All right, it's this top of this one right here. 257 is going to be the last little wall before we go to take out the high. And then once we break the high, we'll have a quick pop and lots of profit taking. All right. Looking at it back on the old 30-minute chart. Yeah, we're at the top of the 4-hour Keltner channel. All right, we bounced off the daily top. We hit the 4-hour bottom. We came up, consolidated around the mid yesterday, had that news, ran into the 4-hour top. If we can get above, like I said, this 257 is a pretty significant level. We get above that, we can eat to 258.50-ish before a bunch of profit taking starts happening. We don't really have a squeeze to help us get through that, so just keep an eye. I'm in BA. I'm probably going to grab some profits since I can't really manage a position today, right? All right, so that was BA. We wanted to look at the next one on our list of things to do is, come on, BABA. BABA, go BABA. So it looks like we came down and we hit some support that I had drawn at one point. I'll get rid of all the drawings. All right, so BABA's trading with price action, or the price action is trading with the algo. There's no real divergences to speak of. If I bring this in, we'll see that, right, they're very, very symmetrical. A little bit of bullish divergence at the end of the day yesterday. We're currently resting at a block trade level, right? Dark pool level, 216.98. Above that, we've got a regular block trade that came in at 218 yesterday. There may be a little bit of back and forth, right? It's a dollar back and forth move. I would like to see a break at 218 before BABA really gets going again. I'm going to mark up this chart just a little bit with some key factors, right? We got nice, strong uptrend support, right? We've got overhead resistance. This looks like it's a gap down, right? So we may need to get over that. We do have the blocks coming in and support resistance, like I mentioned. There's one there, and we've got another one over here, right? So keep an eye on this algo. If it curls up hard, that could be an indicator that a lot of buyers have come in. Looking at it at the 1 minute, yeah, there's that divergence that happened at the end of the day, but basically it was trading with price action the whole day. Like I said, if we can get above, all right, we'll maintain 217-ish for support, but if we get above 218, then this thing's got some room to move. Looking at BABA on the old chart. What do we got here? Lots of chunky back and forth. All right. So there's this channel, like I said, the 50 to 618 retracement from previous high to low, and this previous low to high channel that I've got drawn here. If I throw on the 382, it's probably going to be right where we're at now. Let me just see if I can modify that. I've learned recently that the 382 is not too bad, right? So we ran into the 382. So basically, right, we ran, reverted, ran, reverted. This isn't an Elliott wave move because the third leg is not about twice as long as the first leg. I know there's been some interest in Elliott Wave. I think I may go over a video over it, create a video for it over the weekend. It's not just a one-time thing that you can, oh, I understand Elliott Wave now, but I can go over the basics and at least get you started. We're currently resting on the 8 EMA. We've got, looks like medium, right, or minor, small compression squeeze fired off. We've got a light blue histogram, so that's a good indication that we are going to move in an upward direction since it fired. All right, we'll have to keep an eye on it. Positive MACD, positive stochastic, and RSI. Neutral zone on our new tool that I'm testing out. I'll go into it at a later point. It's between it and another tool. Basically, we chopped, right? This is all, right? Consolidation is all it comes down to. All right, so let's see. I really have to figure out the zoom on my chart thing. Our market extension's neutral but increasing, so look for it to issue a bullish buy signal at some point. Like I said, we had a medium high compression squeeze that fired off. Our MACD is basically consolidating. We've got nice strong uptrend support. Right, nice strong uptrend support. I can draw it if you want, but I'm sure there's a channel somewhere, right there. Right, extend to the right. Redraw this channel. Right, this just gives us a little bit of a, hey, we're cool as long as we stay within this channel. Right, nice strong uptrend support. I've got my channels pre-built for some fib levels. I might do a video on that too. So what do we do? Like, we hit something here. Previous, right? There's a supply zone. Right, so this is an old demand zone over here. It turns into a supply zone when it comes back up. Just don't really have a lot of volume and momentum coming into it. Regardless, we broke the 50% retracement, came back down, broke through the 382. We're currently finding support on the 21 EMA. So our moving averages are stacked, but a little weird. Our 21's below the 34, but our 8 and 50 are above, right? So just congestion at this point. Right, it needs some Mucinex or something. Chop, 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 chop. We are at, came down, tapped the 4-hour Kelvin channel bottom, smacked into the mid. We're just being pushed in a direction. There's like no real momentum. We got a 30-minute, 2-hour squeeze that might fire off. But once that does, we're gonna hit 220. And probably get rejected. So yeah, that's it with BABA. There's a $3 move potentially. They're decent. All right. If we went out to next month's, excuse me. And let's see. Yeah, pinning, like, getting to 250 to 240 to pin is going to be really hard. It's only a $10 expected move. So 230 possibly, or 225. You could do a fly or something, right? 20, 25, 30 fly. All right. All right, next one I wanted to look at was Fastly. Come on. Did not mean to do that. I don't want to look at B. Do something that's laggy. Make lag a lot right here. Just jumping all over the place. Thank you. Here goes Airbnb. I just saw a message that Wendy's is going parabolic. Wow, you heard it here first. Holy crap. $6 move on Wendy's? Why? Well, regardless, Wendy's is running. That's just bananas. Short squeeze? See what it does at 30. Holy. So $7 move for Wendy's. I don't see anything coming across that would tell us why. Just check the news real quick. The Wendy's company shares are trading higher amid increased retail investor interest in the stock. I don't like these. It's just a gamble, dude. These 5-cent ones are going to be $4 at the open. Dude. Alright, let's get back to something that's not, in my opinion, just gambling. We were looking at Fastly. So basically, Fastly's trading with price action. Had a nice pop yesterday, but that news may drop it back down. The algo's not really going to help us until the open, and then we can come back in and check it. Looking at the chart, though, we have some overnight action on the chart. Yeah, so we came up into the daily. That news hit, and we sold off. However, it looks like it's recovering. Smacked into the 4-hour top. This may just sell off all the way back down to the 4-hour bottom at 46.33. However, the 200 SMA, this is the 30-day 30-minute. I don't know why I have that up. Let's do the 30-day 15-minute. Yeah, so we came up, we ran into, looks like daily. Alright, so we hit the daily top and the 4-hour cut and the channel top yesterday. We couldn't really break through it, right? If the news hadn't, if the stuff hadn't come out this morning, it probably would have broke through it and ran. However, based on that news, it sold off, found support-ish at the 200 SMA, rejected off of the 4-hour top. It was an open door top, and it's currently pretty negative. We'll keep an eye on it. It's got that trend killer candle right there. So potential shorts to 48.30. Below that, we've got this previous support coming in 47-ish, right? 47.25-ish. If break 47, look to bring it to 47.50. Worst case scenario, if we get down below 45, if we get below 46, yeah, so if this is a daily mid, if we get below 45.28, this thing's gonna just drop to all the way down to 40, right? So we'll keep an eye on it. It's pretty heavy right now. All right. Yeah, FSY is good. It's a good company. All right, ANTM. Pretty chunky moves. We got a little bit of bullish divergence happening, right? Very minor. So it looks like the algos sold off a bunch yesterday and have not really recovered. So bringing it down to the 1 minute, we'd look for some sort of recovery or crossover. Minor crossing over. I mean, it looks massive, but once we get in there and start looking at it, it's a little bit of minor recovery. However, the algo is still pointed down. With that being said, what does ANTM do? What does ANTM do? Alright, they broke through the killer channel 4-hour bottom, so that was a major support level. We've got the daily bottom. One second, let me check where we're at. Alright, so you got the daily bottom coming in at 385. We broke the 4-hour. We're through the 15. This may fade, right? Fade all the way down to, what is that, 385. All right, looking at the chart. So we had, it's an ugly candle, but it's still a valid pattern. This is a tough one. All right, so let's look at it again. All right, let's look at it from the bigger perspective. Let's break this out to the weekly. All right, so monthly massive run up, new all-time high of 406. We're kind of red for the month. We could come back and test the 8 at 350. However, good ADX, positive stacked EMA, decent beta. Right, a little oversold, but we're in that mid compression monthly squeeze fired off, right? So this could just, it looks like it has a tendency to chop. $40 ATR. All right, so that's the monthly. I'm going to bring it down to the weekly real quick. Nice strong uptrend. Good healthy pullback to the 8. I like that. Let's see. We have an X dividend. When is that? Tomorrow there's a dividend payout, so be prepared. Stocks usually drop at least the amount of the dividend on the X dividend day, right? So look for at least $1 drop. So it's obviously a buy opportunity. Looking at the monthly, if we can maintain the 8, which is 387, right? Which is this, let me just draw this on here. Right, that 387, I also like to try to find any levels that line up with the 21 or the 34. Right, so that might be a target, and no, I'm good for now. All right, so as long as we maintain the 8, we can move up. Break at the 8, we got to come down and test the 21 at 363. If we break the 21, 341 is the next level. Like, we've got all of these things, like all of these moving averages here to help us from falling off the face of the cliff. That's why having stacked positive moving averages is so great. I'm gonna bring it down to the daily real quick. So yeah, the daily we broke below the closed below the 21. Look for that test at 386.78, the 34 EMA for a nice little bounce. If we break that, we've got this 50 SMA coming up to provide additional support. As far as the squeeze goes, right, these mid compression, these higher compression squeeze fired to the downside. That may be, we're close to all-time highs, $6 a day. Daily squeeze is going to fire to the downside. It's a high compression squeeze too. So look for a push down to the 34 or potentially the 50. So 386, 381. Contrarian if we maintain. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was sold off. We broke support. I would look for 386. Well, we're at 387 right now. Below 386, we've got trying to find the level here. $387. Let's go with this guy here. Right, got that little channel there from 387 to 384. And if we bring it back to the, right, that's It's a pretty decent channel. So we break 386, look for a drop to 384. Below that, we've got 381, which is this high back here. All right, which will also be, once these moving averages flatten out a little bit, they'll all line up. All right. Let's see. Pretty decent fib symmetry. A little off on the 382. So look for a pullback to 385 before the next move up. That's ANTM, Anthem. So Airbnb, kind of just trading with price action, right? Look at SE. And then I want to look at a couple banks. A little bit of bullish divergence just starting out with SE on the 15-minute. Just mark that up here. Just a little bit. We've got nice strong uptrend support. All right. Looking at it on the 1 minute. And I'm just trading with price action all day yesterday. So look for a little bit more of a clear break. It's SE. Four-hour, 2-day, 3-day, 4-day, weekly, mid to high compression squeezes. Kind of a flat MACD. Right, mid compression, decreasing histogram. It's on the 4-hour. There's this. All right, you got this uptrend support coming in here. All right. Don't know how well that's gonna line up, right? But we've got this little wedge that it's squeezing into, stack positive EMAs, right? This is a bullish setup. However, we need to really break above this level here. I'm going to add an alert. So SE at or above create alert drawing. Crosses above. SE breakout. Look for entry. All right, so I got an alert anytime. If it breaks above this, then I'll know. All right, we're just kind of squished up between the daily top or the daily Keltner channel, 4-hour Keltner channel. Just choppy chop, chop, chop. All right. ABB. Let me see if there's any more Twitter requests. We did BA, ANTM. All right, I'm gonna look at these two real quick, and then I gotta run. Big C and BAC. Right. This looks like a little cup and handle that's formed. It'd be nice for a small pullback, maybe to 59 before the next move up. Not a lot of block trades coming in. So yeah, this is a pull, but you know, this is obviously a bearish divergence on Big C, Big Commerce. So yeah, I'd like it to pull back. Let me mark this up a little bit. Currently, the algo is cross down. All right, cross down. We do have a little bit of right? Little channel here that we need to get through, right? Break that channel, we'll really be able to pull this down a little bit. Looking at big C. Yeah, that's just too strong of a candle. It's got to pull back. Good VWAP, good 60-day channel, great beta. 3-day squeeze, Mayfire, 3-day, 4-day. $3 ATR. Hold on one second. Someone is. I don't know why they're hitting me up. All right. So it looks like we broke previous highs. Ooh, this is one of those where, you know, the chart setup looks great, but we know the algo is doing so. Potential pullback to at least the 8, possibly the 34 at 54.50, right? Potentially. That was big C, and I'm gonna do BAC real quick. UAVS. Oh my gosh, they're up. Pre-market. Bank of America. We missed this whole bank run. How did we do that? How did we miss the bank run? Seriously, look at this. How do we miss that? We're just like, oh hey, you know, if we would have bought the pull of the 51. Regardless, the Bank of America respects the 8 and 21. Currently, we're coming back down to touch the 8 before the next move up. We're within 2% of the 52-week high. Grade ADX, move about $1 a day. Positive VWAP, positive 60-day. Daily high compression squeeze with a light blue histogram. When that fires off, look for it to propel us a little higher. Flat MACD, stochastics, and RSI. Looks like we had an X dividend. Or was that today? We had an X dividend of 18 cents. All right, look for. Is it that one or is it this one? All right. So it looks like we sold off. We broke that price level. We hit the 4-hour bottom. So this could be a bounce play. Great. Nice light green, squeeze, neutral. All right, this might be a good 4-hour bottom bounce play, right? Weak, sold off, hit the 4-hour Keltner channel bottom, look for a possible bounce back up to the mid, coming in at 43.15 or 43.50. It's a $1.50 move, but for a day trade, that $1.50 move could be pretty good. So we're going to open up here, right? We can grab those Delta 42s. Grab those Delta 40 or those Delta 60s, right, for the open, and we would just play maybe this 2-day run because it moves about 80 cents a day, right? So we want it to move, but we've got squeeze firing off. Yeah, I like BAC. All right, last one. Yes, we have to start paying more attention to those sectors, and I think that that's probably. I hit the wrong button. Dang it. Everything got big. I'm going to work on, this weekend, I'm going to work on a structure for these morning live streams. If you have any suggestions, make sure you hit me up in the comment section below. But basically, I want to look at indices, sectors, and then individual stocks. Or maybe indices, sectors, ETFs, and then individual stocks. Just kind of drilling down, so looking at the market from, you know, as a whole, and really lasering in on specific ones. Because yeah, this is I mean, geez, we could have bought this crossover at 25 and just held. This was back in November, right? Yeah, this is a good move. So increasing light blue histogram. I'm trying to see if we can. I guess we can stay in the trend till the next time we have one of these M80X sell lines. Those are basically an indication of a reversal, right? Stay in the trend until the trend is broken. Yeah, it looks like we've had a problem with this 43.50 level before, but we've got a lot of momentum behind us. All right. I think that's going to be it for the day. Check Twitter one more time, see if anybody came through with some requests. Not seeing anything. Not seeing anything. So I can let's look at Ford real quick. Oh, Ford. What did you do yesterday? You're just chopping back and forth. It's got a lot of volume coming in on it though. So, all right. I think I'm gonna call it here. I've got some stuff to do today. Thanks for joining me once again. My name is Darkpool Algo. If you find this content useful, do me a favor, hit that like button. Go over and subscribe, turn on notifications. That way you're notified every time we put out a new video. I'm trying to put one out every day. If you have any ticker requests, make sure you hit me up in the comment section below. And have a great day. Stay green. Again, Goid. Okay. Yeah, I got you. I'm in Goid. I should be looking at this every day. I bought some commons and just forgot about it. What is this nastiness? Looks like we got some chunky block trades coming in. The algo's trading with price action. I'm gonna draw this cluster. All right, we've got regular block trade clusters coming in right here. Right. Uptrend support. The algo's currently curled up, like it's looking like it wants to move up again. All right. Trading with price action. So the algo's, it's really tough to look at penny stocks on the algo just because of the way the algorithm's developed. So it's good for generalized directions and block trades for sure. Whitaker. All right, from a analytical perspective. Jeez, look at that candle. Wow. Thought my rocket candle was good. That's a big one. All right, sold off. We retraced to the 8 EMA yesterday, so we touched that. This is going to be either a rejection or a support level. If it becomes support, we've got room to move back up to 415, at least to 443, which is a 21 EMA. So it doesn't look like it quite touches it whenever it reverses. It did once, twice, it may do it the third time. So look for a pullback to 450, 443, potentially 5. So look for, all right, so look for a run to 445 with resistance coming in at 420. Additional resistance at 520. If it were me, we could play the run up to that 420. There may be a pullback to the 8 before the next move up. I don't know if Fib's really going to help us out here or not. I can't go from here. It would just be ridiculous. I'll go from over here though. Right, with targets of 6, 8, and 10. Good VWAP, good ADX, no squeezes. Come on. This looks like it's got that little parabolic move to it where it comes up, plateaus, comes up, plateaus. We broke above the 15-minute Keltner channel, which is good. We're out of the top of the 4-hour. This thing's moving. It's caught a bid. Look for a pullback. They don't have options, do they? Yeah, I didn't think so. I might get into this with you. If it can move $1, I might play it. Oh wow, $1.30 a day. Nice call, Michael. Thundercat. Is that you? No, sorry, Michael. Thank you. Yeah, look for a little pullback at the open. Obviously, profit taking. We may come back down and touch 320 before we move back up. We've got yesterday's highs coming in the 15-minute bottom, which is right here. 325. Right, a break at 325. I really start manually looking at the position. We've got the 4-hour Keltner channel bottom that may provide support that runs from 314 to 321. Definitely a break at 314 and it's going to sell off. Yeah, that would be breaking this level here. All right. So break at 314, we're going to fade right down to the 200 SMA, which is the 4-hour mid. Okay. Clove, I really do gotta go. Just real quick with Clove, this is unheard of. Again, I don't like these because for a couple of reasons. One, when you get in them, you're messing with your brain chemistry. All of the endorphins that are being released from watching this, right? It'll mess you up when you go back. Like you're like, oh, I had a really great trade in this. Well, your brain's screwed up because the endorphin receptors have opened up so much to receive the endorphins that are being kicked out from watching these parabolic moves or any of these, short squeezes. Your brain releases endorphins. Your receptors open up to accept those endorphins. When the squeeze is over, when the run is over, the endorphins, your high is over, but the receptors are still open. So it's going to screw up your judgment for going into the next trade. So I personally stay away from these. I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. It'd be fun to get into it, but I don't want to mess up the rest of my week. So with that being said, I do have to sign off. I have to go get ready for some stuff this morning. But thanks for joining me. It was a great time. I think we covered a lot. Once again, my name is Darkpool Algo, and I'm here every morning, Monday through Friday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. We try to go to about this time. And if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments.